Hello and welcome back to my English speaking challenge where I practice English every day to improve my speaking skills and improve my speaking skills. Without further ado, let's dive right into our today's rambling episode. To be honest, I don't know what I will talk about, but the thing I know is that okay, I wanted to share something with you, which is how I learn vocabulary and phrases and chunks that help me improve my speaking skills. So first of all, let me clarify what I mean by vocabulary chunks. Yeah, by phrases and I speak and also I will tell you in a quick or I will give you a brief explanation of how I learn new vocabulary and new phrases. So, without further ado, let's dive right into the topic. So, common phrases in English. I go to YouTube or ChatGPT and I search about what are the common phrases in English. I learn them, and what are the common useful phrases in a particular situation. In let's say the most popular common useful phrases for introducing yourself on YouTube or in a Zoom call. So you have to if you're doing this and if you're learning a lot of phrases, I say phrases, not vocabulary, not words, phrases in context or chunks. If you're doing this over time, you'll be able to talk about the common topics in English without I think making too much pauses. If you've been following me or if you've been watching my YouTube videos before, you know that I wasn't able to talk like this way, uh, like this speed. Yeah, I was pausing a lot, and yeah, I can say that. But the thing I did is that I learned a lot of phrases, a lot of chants in every common topic, and now I learned the phrases, I learned the chunks. How can I remember them, or how can I practice them, or what can I do to not forget them? Yeah, here is the importance of space repetition system comes. I use Anki to help myself remember words and vocabulary and phrases, all of them. But the most important thing is here. You have two different ways to practice by this system. With this system, the first one is to create your own phrases, your own discs. They call it disc. Disc is that yeah, the vocabulary or phrases you collected or you want to memorize. Let's recap. You have one. The first way is that you can create your own phrases. For example, you are watching a YouTube video and you heard something like there is something must be done about it. This is a new phrase or a new structure that you want to learn or that you want to use in your speaking when you speak. What I suggest to do is that you take that phrase and put it on Anki to memorize it later, and by exposuring yourself to or by repeating one by repeating those phrases over time. They become a second nature, which means you will use them in your normal conversations. So, which means you use them without thinking, like unconsciously. So, this is the first. I can say this is the third method, which is you can create your own discs. The second thing is that there are a lot of online discs out there. You can just download them and start memorizing words and using them. Try not to consume a lot of passive words. The goal here is to use them when you're speaking, to use the common phrases in English. To By using this technique, I think space repetition. By using this technique, it allows you to use natural spoken language in English, and it also allows you to speak about the common topics, and this is help you a lot. This is will how to say it. This is will let your English in the next level. So it's important to learn or to use your passive vocabulary or passive phrases and turn them into active ones. For example, I know a lot of phrases, a lot of sentence structures, but I just can't remember them, or I just can't use them when I'm speaking while speaking. So, and also there's another thing which is, let me tell you something. Uh, there is also or a thing I'm using right now, which is when I'm listening to a podcast or watching YouTube videos about something not English, about something like I watch a lot of videos about real estates, videos about investing, videos about people manipulation, a lot of things. But the point here, how to say it? The point is that you can do a lot of things at the same time, which means you can learn or you can enjoy your videos. By It's better to write down the phrases that you hear, or the phrases that will help you express yourself more easier. So, as I mentioned before, to give you a clue or to give you an example, let's say that I'm watching a YouTube video about literacy is just okay. Not Don't make things complicated. Let's say I'm watching videos about real estate, and the vlogger or the person I'm watching says, let's say he says, let's say he says just a phrase, as I mentioned before. He says, "I need this thing to be done," or something like that. Go and write down that phrase in a disk and call that a disk. Is You can call it like useful phrases or collective phrases or anything, you name it. But the point is that I want you to to practice to use Anki or any other space repetition system every single day. Every day, I want you to write new phrases and practice them. Practice them like if you if you in the if you want to practice them, uh, how to say it, I practice my Anki's vocabulary, or the vocabulary I wrote down by. Let me give you an example. Okay, like that. If I pick my phone to practice to review the things I learned, let's say I come across a phrase. I say that phrase out loud. I practice saying that phrase. So, and this is because I want to get my tongue. I wanted to get used to the way English sounds, or English. I want to train my tongue to use English in like unconsciously. So I practice those phrases out loud, and also I do another thing which is really interesting. I I go to ChatGPT, or yeah, I customize ChatGPT. Like I told ChatGPT, you are going to be my sentence corrector. Like if I give you a sentence, I just want you to correct it and give me the the natural form of of the same meaning. So to give you an example, I can today I reviewed a phrase which is said. Uh, the phrase starts with, uh, "I can't I can't believe that he." Okay, let's remember. Let's start again. The phrase says, "I can't believe that she abandoned her own child." And I write to ChatGPT. I give it this sentence, and ChatGPT responds with alternative ways to say or to deliver the same meaning. This is so powerful, and it, this technique gives you more flexibility, more ways of expressing yourself or your thoughts. It's very, I think, important for you as a learner. And also, there are a lot of things I do, like, but I've shared with you the thing I think useful. Yeah, they are very useful, and also start start practicing. You can start using this technique. It's so from the beginning. It's so tedious while just sitting and reviewing those vocabulary on those phrases. It's so tedious, but believe me, over time, those phrases will be a second nature in your daily conversations. I want you to take up this challenge, or just I want you to give it a shot and start using it and tell me how the things went. So I hope you enjoy this video, or and know a lot, know things. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.